Hey Canucks fans, what is the biggest weakness with the Canucks defense? I'm Clay Emo, I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter, I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Monday, February the 17th. Thanks to everyone who joined me for the live stream last night. We had a lot of fun talking about the Canucks, talking about Sedin week, wrapping up the week. Was joined by my son Sean and my son Jacob, more of an impromptu way with Jacob, but sure enough, it was a lot of fun. Went by really quickly, those 75 minutes. So I invite you to check out the archive video of that on my YouTube page if you wanna check it out. And I invite you to join us every Sunday night at 10 p.m. on YouTube. Didn't get a chance to watch the whole game yesterday. As you know, I was with my ailing aunt. Thank you for your prayers and for your messages from my Auntie Ritzy. She's hanging in there, but it could be any minute now, any day now. So I was grateful for a chance to see her. But yes, I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I did watch the highlights. And what stood out to me from yesterday was how poorly the Canucks played on defense. So that's the topic of my video today. And you don't even have to listen to me talk. If you want to write a comment down below right now about why you think the Canucks D has been so bad recently, or what's their biggest issue on D. Now, throughout their win streak in late December, early January, it was the goaltending that really bailed them out. Markstrom and Demko helped them win games that maybe they shouldn't have won because they're getting outshot, outchanced, outpossessioned. And the defense has had a kind of a bend but don't break mentality. And we'd agree that on paper, they're way stronger than they were last year. You take out Gabranson, Pouliot, and Delzato, and you put in Hughes, Myers, and Ben or Fantenberg. Obviously, on paper, we're a lot better, and even on the ice, we're a lot better. Quinn Hughes basically makes up that difference all by himself. But the Canucks are still riddled with problems on the D. And Craig Button on TSN talked about it on TSN 1040 today. He thinks that the Canucks should try and pick up another solid D-man who can play 16, 18 minutes a game. Go after that at the trade deadline, which is a week from today. So let's look at the D right now. And Harman Dial of The Athletic wrote a really good article, and he thought that there are four main aspects of not just the D, but overall why the team defense has been so poor. They said that they allow too many easy zone entries, that the F3 or the third forward is not doing as well as he should be. Part and parcel of that, they're having trouble picking up the trailer on odd man rushes or creating odd man rushes, and then they have a poor net front presence. So check out The Athletic. If you're an Athletic subscriber, check out that article by Harman. Really, really good. Then I'm watching the game last night, and I noticed on the 5 Anaheim goals, and this is a team that we should beat, a lot of the issues were cross-ice passes that they didn't pick up or poor decision-making. For instance, on the first goal, it started like an innocent 2-on-2, but Gaudette or Sutter or Roussel didn't make a good play, and it turned out to be a 3-on-2. Puck goes off Stetcher's stick into the net past Demko, 1-0 Anaheim. Then the second goal, Anaheim goes a power play goal, gets left with that cheeky behind the back pass, that blind pass on the short side. I've talked about it before. Canucks actually give up that pass a lot, that short side behind the net. So that's goal number 2. Goal number 3, power play goal, so you can cut Canucks a bit of slack, but still it's a cross-ice pass that neither Stetcher nor Eriksson could get their stick on. Fourth goal was kind of that bad turnover, Gaudette to Tanev behind the net. Tanev couldn't skate onto the puck, and then it becomes an odd man, scoring chance in front of the net. That was the one where they were kind of piled in the crease, so that was a tricky one. And the fifth one, Jordy Ben got walked at the blue line, becomes a 2-on-1, a quick 2-on-1 from the hash marks down. So a combination of poor decision-making, bad skating, and cross-ice passes getting through. So I thought this, when I look at the Canucks D, I see four main challenges. And I put a poll up on Twitter like I usually do. I said, which do you think of these four is the Canucks' biggest weakness on defense? And I got over 200 votes in just an hour. But these were the four choices I gave. Their lack of mobility, their poor gap control, their net front presence or lack thereof, and their bad decision making. So over 200 votes, bad decision making got 34%. Net front presence got 32%, so very close. Then poor gap control, 23%. And then lack of mobility, 11%. And mobility has a bit to do, but not everything to do with gap control. Also positioning, aggressiveness. Actually, a lot of people did a write-in vote for aggressiveness or lack of aggression, and I'd agree with that as well. So you look at all 5 of these things. Lack of aggression, lack of mobility, poor gap control, poor net front presence, and bad decision-making. And it can, obviously, you put them all together, and it shows that we have a lot of work to do. And of course, I understand that defense is a team game with the goaltender, of course, and then the forwards doing their part. But I'm looking at the 6D in particular. And I look at the guys we have, and you can kind of see all those things kind of permeate through all 6 guys in different ways. You'd say that Edler and Tanev, they're very experienced. They're great at blocking shots. They are warriors. They play through injuries, but they aren't the most mobile. So they get, they get beat on the outside a lot. And oftentimes they try and play goalie, especially Edler does, and even gets in the way of Mark Shimmer-Demko as opposed to helping them, maybe screening them by accident or actually deflecting a puck that they shouldn't be because they're trying to block a shot, trying to play goalie as opposed to truly close the gap and block the shot further out. So, a couple of issues with Edler and Tanev, but still very experienced, obviously. Quinn Hughes, love his game. Not going to pick on a 20-year-old rookie, but I do think that he overestimates his skating ability once in a while, or I should say he underestimates the skating ability of the opposing forwards. Because one time a game at least, he'll get beat on the outside, and you can probably picture this. Then you see him turn around and start to reach, and he's kind of hunched over, trying to skate and make up the gap with his great skating. But some of these skaters are just as good as him, right? And with the puck, making moves. So once in a while, I will see Hughes get beat on the outside and then have to trying to catch up a little bit. Tyler Myers, he's got good reach, got good speed for a guy his size, but still makes some poor decisions. Oftentimes, you'll see him trying to break up a play by lying down on the ice. Yes, I know he covers 20 feet when he's lying horizontally, but still not the best play all the time and often puts himself out of position. Troy Stetcher, I think he tries really hard, but sometimes overcommits. He's almost over-aggressive despite his small frame, and that puts him out of position. And I think with Jordy Ben, he's just not mobile enough sometimes. And we saw it on the 5th goal last night. He gets beat on the outside quite a bit, and he also isn't the best at clearing the puck out of our own zone. So it sounds like I'm nitpicking, and there's no perfect defenseman, and that's why you need 6 of them. And that's why one guy can't play 60 minutes. Usually a big D will play 25, 26, sometimes 28 minutes. And we have those studs in Hughes and Edler. So I'm not saying that playing defense is easy. Things happen so fast. Players are so good. They make such quick decisions. And you have to make a quick decision and just kind of go with your gut instinct sometimes. But a game like yesterday, you kind of see where all the problems kind of manifested themselves and came up to the forefront. So I don't know about you, but I think really the Canucks need, the defensemen need to be more confident, more aggressive, but controlled aggression. And just, it's got to be the battle level. I think the battle level comes into all these things: the gap control, the mobility, the battling in front of the net, and a bit of decision making. So it's all those things I put out, but I think it's battle level, it's aggression, and I think it's confidence that the Canucks can make good plays, but they have to be confident in their playmaking ability, the way they can read plays and then turn over pucks and then get them going the other way. They know they have good goaltenders. They got to trust their forwards. They're coming back to do their part, and then they just got to take care of their own jobs as well. But of course, it's easier said than done. I love our D-core more this year than I do last year, but they're certainly going to have to tighten up going into the last 2 months of the regular season and then into the playoffs for sure, where every game, every play, the emotion, the toughness gets heightened. So it's going to be exciting to watch, but the Canucks will have to clean up some things going forward for sure. So Canucks fans, let me know what you think. Do you agree with me about the battle level, about the aggression? Do you agree that it kind of leads into gap control, mobility, and net front presence? And then what about their decision making, which is what led the poll? What is your biggest concern when it comes to the Vancouver Canucks, when it comes to their D? And do you think that they should go out and try and improve their D, or you still have the mind that they should go out and try and replace or try and beef up their forward ranks, maybe with some toughness, i.e. with what's happening with Michael Furlan? So lots to talk about. Well, I'd love to know what you think. Leave a comment below. I will read, react, and reply. The Canucks don't play again until Wednesday when they host Minnesota, and they got Boston on Saturday. So only 2 games this week, a very light week. We'll see what happens in the standings. The Canucks are second place now behind Edmonton, and Vegas, Calgary, and Arizona all play today. So the gap could get even smaller in the Pacific Division. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Like I said, I'll read, react, and reply. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Enjoy the day. God bless. And go Canucks go.